So I've got my very first purchase ever from Fragrancebuy.ca. Pretty excited about this package. There's a lot of the newer releases from late last year. Let's bust this bad boy open and smell some. Stay tuned. Fragrancebuy.'s packaging is just different. Interesting. This is the first time I've ever gotten anything from them. They definitely go in on their packaging. I gotta say, we have packaging peanuts. We got all kinds of goodies in here. But most importantly, what fragrances? So we have Ferragamo Pour Homme Oud, Bentley for Men Silver Lake, Boss Bottled Eau de Parfum, Montblanc Legend Eau de Parfum, and a tester bottle of Versace Eros Eau de Parfum. So for time constraint's sake, I'm just going to bust all these out the cellophane and we'll go from there. So, let me slide these sleeves up because we're going to need a lot of different skin. Get my watch out of the way because we're going to be spraying on skin. I'm not even going to bother with the test strips, and I'm going to start with the one that intrigues me the most. Boss Bottled EDP. So they do have the notes on the box, I noticed. Which is, the top is bergamot and apple accord, the heart is cardamom and sage, the base is olive wood accord and vetiver. So it doesn't bring up any cinnamon or anything like that. I'm curious to see how close it smells to the original, and do I feel like it is better than the Intense Eau de Parfum, because I really like the Intense Eau de Parfum. Get really good performance. This is a very dark gray juice. It's cool looking. It's definitely cool looking. It has a brushed silver look, almost a goldish, mildly goldish hue. Oh, that's new. Boss logo etched in the top. So we're going to spray this bad boy on this hand. One good spray. We'll give it a second. Yeah, I like the color choice. Very cool looking. This is reminding me of something, and not exactly Boss Bottled. The apple's very, very, very prominent. Apple and cardamom is pretty much, and some sage. The sage is given a little bit of a bubblegum aspect. That's why it's familiar. It's given the Invictus bubblegummy type of opening. I'm kind of disappointed. The opening reminds me of a lot of fragrances that I have. Yeah, it's very bubblegummy in the opening. Man, I mean, I'm going to wear it. I like that smell, but I have so many of those already. It's good. It's a good smell. If you don't have a bunch of fragrances that have that Invictus bubblegummy opening, then you'll like this, if you like that style. A whole lot of apple and sage and a little bit of cardamom. Maybe that bubblegum aspect dies down a little bit, but yeah, it's smells like a typical Invictus styled blue fragrance. This is a blue fragrance. Yep. Now, you know I love blue fragrances, which is why I'm going to wear this. It's just, it absolutely does not smell in any way, shape, or form like what I thought it was going to smell like. Because I haven't watched anybody's reviews. I haven't watched any videos on it because I like to stay as blind as I can. I haven't watched videos on any of these fragrances because I want to stay blind. I want to give you my genuine, authentic first impressions. Yeah, it smells like a bunch of other fragrances that I have that have a strong sage bubblegum type of note. I'm definitely going to wear it. I will do a full review on all of these. That's what I bought them for. I definitely wanted to try them out, test them out, and bring these videos to you guys. But be warned, it's got the typical bubblegum stuff going on for it. So Boss Bottled EDP shocked me. Not what I was expecting. Next, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's go with Ferragamo Pour Homme Oud. So I've heard good things about it. I've tried not to watch any videos or anything on it. And this is actually the fragrance that I went looking for. And I saw Fragrancebuy.ca had it. So that's why I was like, ah, well, while I'm making an order, let me get a bunch of other things that I want too. So it has that dark brown to black iridescent look with that, with the standard Salvatore Ferragamo on the side. So we will switch to the other hand for this. Now the note breakdown intrigues me because it's got a lot of similarities. I'm not breathing through my nose yet. A lot of similarities to Bulgari Man in Black. That's what immediately I thought of when I saw the note breakdown, and I don't see oud anywhere. I don't understand the name oud because I've looked on their website. It's not on the Ferragamo website. I've looked everywhere I can. I don't see oud in any note breakdown, so I don't understand the name. It confuses me. It's very spicy and does have a little kind of oudy type of smell, but it's slightly animalic. Kind of like this. Because this is the, like I said, this is the one that sparked this order to begin with. I was looking for this. I ended up seeing that they had all of these, and I was like, make a big order. Okay, yeah, spicy, slightly animalic leather, which for a Ferragamo fragrance, I'm surprised it's an animalic leather. I'm shocked. Not too rough and rugged, very, very pleasant if you like that type of stuff. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Boss Bottled EDP has changed. I just wanted to check. The bubblegum aspect of it has calmed down. This has been a few minutes. The sage has started to subside, and it's mainly cardamom and apple is what I'm getting. With just a little touch of that olive tree. The little olive wood accord. This is really good, though. I'm digging this Ferragamo Pour Homme Oud. I like this. It's a very good, spicy, leathery fragrance. Yeah, I'm digging this one. I understand the hype on this one. The hype is real. I'm glad to have this. I'll be wearing this one pretty soon. So, moving on. But Ferragamo Pour Homme Oud, definitely my favorite of the two I've sprayed so far. Next, I think we'll go with Versace Eros EDP. So I don't have the EDT, which is why I don't find that this will be, there's no redundancy for me. I have other fragrances that smell like Eros, but I don't actually have Eros, believe it or not. I always put it off, you know. Here we go. Tester, Eau de Parfum, real big. Same bottle, it's EDP. And you never could pick it up from the cap. Did they change that? Yeah, it does. Yeah, they changed it. They fixed the cap issue. Sweet. So we're going to go on this wrist. Now, I do know the scent very, very well. I just have so many fragrances that smell like Versace Eros that I never pulled the trigger on Versace Eros. So, hoping this is just a richer version. Should be. Minty vanilla, but it smells like a really strong amber wood. It comes off like a bunch of amber wood. Very familiar with that synthetic note because I have a lot of fragrances that feature that. One of my favorites being Acqua di Gio Absolute. That features a pretty heavy amber wood in it. Yeah, minty vanilla. It's basically how it's the simplest way to explain how it smells to me is Versace Eros plus amber wood. A little bit higher oil concentration with some amber wood. That's what it smells like. I do not believe it's completely redundant if you have the EDT because the EDT does not have this amber wood, and it's up there. Like, it's at the forefront. I'm getting more amber wood than anything else. Little bit of a bubblegummy-ish type of thing, but mostly mint vanilla and amberwood. It's not bad. I like it. Yeah, I definitely like it. It's Eros plus amberwood. You know, Eros has legendary performance. I don't know about newer bottles. I'm hoping this has the longevity that I would expect from an EDP. Especially with the EDT, the old bottles of the EDT having, you know, just phenomenal performance. It's coming off my skin pretty good. Smells like it'll have pretty good projection. But I'm actually, this is the one I was second most excited to get. Because ever since this one got announced, I was like, ooh, I might finally pull the trigger on Versace Eros. That might be the one for me. And it smells like that was the right move. It's Eros plus amberwood. I can't stop saying it because that's exactly what it smells like. So if you have Eros, no, you don't need this. Absolutely not if you have Eros EDT. But if you the collector in you, you have to get the flanker. I get that. Just know it's the same thing plus a heavy dose of amberwood. It's just what it is to me. Versace Eros EDP. Next, we're going to go Montblanc Legend Eau de Parfum. I got a 50 ml because, you know, I have so many. This 50 ml is going to last years. And I mean years and years. So I don't need 100 milliliters. Hell, my 1 ounce of the original still has more than half of it. So I do love this bottle. Wow, that's so much nicer than the others. Has the Givenchy Gentleman EDP style where it's clear glass, painted on the, what looks like painted on the inside anyways, black so you can see the glass base, piano black with the gold print going around. I like this. They made the bottle sexier, for sure. I like that. Let's give it a spray. I just wore Legend Intense a few days ago. Let's see what I get from it. Atomizer. Seems like they changed the atomizer a little bit. So let's see what we get from this, how similar it is. Wow. And I say wow because it smells like Legend, okay? It's definitely Legend. But it's smooth. It's so much smoother. There's no harsh synthetic aspect. It's smooth. That's the best thing I can say right now about this. It's a smooth version of Legend. I'm definitely getting some added violet leaf. It's got that violet leaf metallic-y type of smell. Because sometimes violet leaf tends to come off metallic. A little metallic in some fragrances, and I'm definitely getting that here. But it's still overall smooth. When I say metallic, there's no sharpness to it whatsoever. The apple is deep and rich. There's definitely some apple here. It's not popping off my skin, so I don't think projection's going to be relatively heavy on this one. But if the longevity is there, if this is an 8-hour fragrance or better, this is for the guy that in Legend's heyday was wearing the hell out of Legend, but has grown up a little bit. A few years have passed, your tastes have changed, career path maybe has changed. This is a matured version, and I don't say matured as in smells like an old man. Please don't take it that way when I say it. I smell like it's been polished and refined to a point to where if you liked Legend and you kind of outgrew the smell of Legend, the Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce scent profile, this is so much more polished, smooth, and deep. This is like a more formal version of the Legend DNA. Yeah, I really like this. This is really good. This is really, really good. This is my second favorite behind Ferragamo Pour Homme Oud now. This jumped ahead of Versace Eros EDP. This is really, really good. I really like this. It's got a refined type of projection. It's not going to be real in your face, but it has a full body density to it to where I feel like it's going to have like a Bleu de Chanel Parfum type of performance where it's, you know, an 8 to 10 hour fragrance, but it doesn't really push out far. It's just a nice little bubble for hours and hours. That's how this smells to me. That's how it's coming across. So Montblanc Legend EDP, damn good fragrance. I really like this. Last but not least, Bentley for Men's Silver Lake. Supposed to be a new version of Acqua di Gio Essenza is what everybody compares it to. I've never smelled Essenza, but I definitely know Acqua di Gio very well. So there's that reflective fingerprint magnet. You can see through to the juice level. So with this one, I think we're going to go right here on the forearm. And let's see. So I like everything I've tried from the Bentley for Men line. I don't have Absolute. I don't have Black Edition. I do have the original, the Intense, and Azure. And now I have Silver Lake. That's definitely a sharper version, because it's sharp. It's stinging the nostrils a little bit here. It might be alcohol doing that. So let me give it a few more seconds before I sit here and say it's sharp and rough at the up top. I don't want to say that and it not be completely true. So. No, it's definitely sharp up top. Definitely has a sharp citrus. Very sharp. Aquatic. That's calming down a little bit. So that may have been attributing to some alcohol. If it was attributing to alcohol, the alcohol hung out for a little while. Normally alcohol passed in a few seconds. Smells like a little bit of sage is in here too, but it's not really giving me a bubblegum vibe. But this doesn't smell exactly like Acqua di Gio. So it may indeed smell like Acqua di Gio Essenza. Like I said, I don't know that scent to be able to say yes or no. I just know Acqua di Gio, Profumo, Absolute, Absolute Instinct, and Profondo. Essenza is the one I don't have that I wish I had, that I'm not willing to pay that crazy amount of money for. So if this is very close to Essenza, yay for me. Yeah, it's definitely got a sharpness up top. It's a bit synthetic, but not too synthetic. Very fresh, very aquatic. The citrus I'm getting, it's like several different things. It smells a little lemony grapefruit type of thing. I'm not sure if that's what's in here, but that's how it's coming off. And definitely some type of C note. There's a marine quality. It smells like C notes. Could be a salty ambergris smelling like that to me, because those are relatively similar. Not exactly, but they're kind of similar. But it smells more like C notes and maybe a little bit of sage. Even potentially a little incense. Kind of has a little bit of that aura. I could be wrong. That's just how it's coming off to me. But it definitely smells really good. Dare I say better than Azure. This might be the better aquatic from this particular line. Now, Momentum Unlimited, that's the Momentum line. Completely different. But if this performs like I think it will, this might be a staple for the summer. This might be a damn good choice for the summer. I will do a full review as it starts to warm up a little bit more. But yeah, definitely Acqua di Gio family. Might be Essenza. Like I said, I don't know Essenza well enough to say yay or nay, but it definitely has a similar scent profile to Acqua di Gio. Definitely smells a lot richer and stronger, to say the very least. But yeah, really digging that. So Silver Lake, another good one. So ranking accordingly. So Boss Bottled EDP is getting better in the dry down. So the opening was a disappointment because it's very bubblegummy, but the dry down is getting a lot better and much more similar to Boss Bottled. Whereas the opening, it just didn't smell like Boss Bottled to me. It smelled like just another typical sage-heavy bubblegum blue fragrance. Definitely the blue fragrance version of Boss Bottled is what I will say. If you're looking for a blue version of Boss Bottled, it's going to be that one. So, yeah, ranking accordingly is going to be, my favorite was definitely Ferragamo Pour Homme Oud, followed by Montblanc Legend EDP, then Eros EDP, and it's kind of a toss-up right now with Boss Bottled EDP and Silver Lake, because Boss Bottled EDP is getting better, but at the same time Silver Lake's pretty good too. So I can't really decide which one I like. I guess I'll lean Boss Bottled EDP a little bit more, but it's getting better, but it's very familiar. So if you have a bunch of blue fragrances, sample Boss Bottled EDP first, because it's not what I expected. I expected a richer version of Boss Bottled that was going to take the place of the Intense Eau de Parfum. This does not take the place of Intense EDP. If you have Boss Bottled Intense EDP and you were thinking this was going to be redundant, I completely disagree. That is not going to be redundant. Sample, 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 sample. Well, guys, that was the new package from Fragrancebuy.ca. It's the first time I bought anything from them. The shipping was so much faster than from them than FragranceNet. It's unreal. I mean, literally, I made this order on a Thursday or Friday. It is Monday, and I got it. It was either Thursday or Friday that I made the order. Didn't pay for any extra shipping, just the standard free shipping that came with because of the size of my order. And here we are Monday. I got my package already. Definitely very, very happy with these fragrances. Again, I go back to Boss Bottled EDP as not what I expected. Everything else was pretty much what I expected it to be, except for this one. And because this one has me so intrigued and my mind so blown with what it ended up being, I may have to spend the most time with this one first and do a review on this one first. Let me know down in the comments which one of these 5 you'd like to see me review first. I do have a few reviews to get out ahead of everything in this video, so it will be a few weeks from now before any of this gets done, but definitely excited to smell all these. Ever since they got announced, I've been wanting to try all of these. This is definitely getting better in the dry down. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you grabbed these releases already? This is all newer releases that I wanted to wait till they hit the discounters so I could really, you know, get a decent price on them. It doesn't have to be the cheapest they'll be, because eventually they'll be cheaper than this. But pretty happy to have all of them. I will be wearing them over the coming weeks and bringing you guys some individual reviews. Maybe drop another poll for you guys to vote on which you'd like to see first, because I just did one of those. I got a few I have to do off of that poll first. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.